Hi, this is Abhishek Kiran Gupta, CEO of CREMatrix, a real estate intelligence analytics company based out of Mumbai in India. A quick word on my background and the reason behind starting CREMatrix. Quickly, software engineer from Mumbai University, did my master's in business administration in New Jersey, worked in a pharma company for a few years, then picked up a job as a real estate analyst at the Paddington office for Prudential, UK, worked there for about 2.5, 3 years. Who was primarily interested to understand alternative investment classes outside the world of equities. Thus, they wanted to invest in gold or artifacts or real estate. That was my first experience with real estate analytics. Then 2006, I joined Jones & LaSalle, an international property consultant, globally well known, as the head of research. At that time, analytics, let alone data in real estate in India itself, was far and beyond. So we literally created real estate data for the first time and did that for about 6 years. Then went to Bank of America as the property analyst, property and infra analyst for about 5 years. Post which, wanted to try my hand at entrepreneurship, and thus 2016 we started CREMatrix with 3 co-founders. CREMatrix is a classic real estate analytics firm. We cover the office sector, malls, high street, warehouses, and the residential sector across all major cities in India. The prime reason for doing that was while I was at Jones & LaSalle, as I said earlier, we created a real estate intelligence product. And the data that came from there was primarily from the brokers of Jones & LaSalle, which was probably 15, 20, maybe 25% market share. And it was market gossips, market rumors, market information. Then when I became a client of my own product at Bank of America, and I realized that there's so much more that needs to be done. There's so much more that the market requires, especially on the housing sector. And thus, when I started CREMatrix, we said we will not go back to the brokers to get the information. We'll go to the government. So whenever a lease or a sale of any real estate project, whether it could be an office or a mall or a high street or a warehouse or even housing, gets sold or leased, it will be registered with the state government, so that both interests of both parties are secured and protected. We developed algorithm systems to be able to purchase these documents officially from the government. These are public documents, and analyzed them, read them, made them available on a cloud-based platform. That's why this is not only a real estate property-related company, but also a prop tech company, because it's sitting on a massive tech platform. And the purpose was to deliver it to all possible stakeholders within the real estate space, namely, number 1, the developers, number 2, the brokers, number 3, banks and financial institutions, number 4, private equity funds or investors, landlords, or number 5, the occupiers. The underlying motto of our company is we want to create systems, processes to be able to help all our 5 stakeholders. We want developers to build better. We want brokers to broke better. We want banks and financial institutions to be able to lend better. Our landlords and occupiers to be able to lease better. And finally, we want our funds to be able to invest better. By covering all possible asset classes in real estate and giving them excruciating detail, and not only just the data, but also the analysis with lots of charts and graphs and models and modeling forecasts, we are able to help our clients accomplish each of those prime businesses that they are operating in better. The primary products we cover are our flagship product is on commercial real estate, which covers all kinds of commercial assets, which could include offices, malls, warehouses, and high streets. That's where we started first in 2016 and 17. It's only 18 onwards we started exploring other avenues such as loans given to real estate developers or covering the housing sector. Let me give you a perspective on why housing is so important. Any metropolitan city, whether it's a London or a New York or a Delhi or a Mumbai or cities in Brazil or Southeast Asia, if there are 30 to 40 malls in these cities, individual cities, there would be about 1,500 or 2,000 office buildings. There would be more than 1 million residential towers in these buildings. That's the scale at which housing needs to be covered, and that makes it that much more difficult and equally that much more important to be covered if you want to look at real estate space as a whole. To my mind, the biggest differentiator for our company is the team. I don't think people talk about the team so much. The founders itself are extremely cohesive and complement each other's strengths. Second are our tech system. I think we sit on a very, very robust tech platform. That, to my mind, would be a key differentiator. Third would be the depth of data that we can bring to our clients. Fourth, what is the analytics? And if we can use the same data, the same tech platform, and create those nuances, feelers for each of those 5 clients separately. The data is the same, the platform is the same, the sector is the same, but the 5 stakeholders look at each of those 5 stakeholders look at the same data in a different lens. The developer looks at it differently versus Mr. Broker who looks at it differently versus an investor versus an occupier. The key is to be able to produce and develop a single platform, refine it 100 times and sell it 1,000,000 times. Few of the key products on offer by CREMatrix in the market today include the following: micro market analysis or market analysis, competitor analysis, feasibility or due diligence, valuations, and of course rental audits or benchmarks. Let me explain a few of these. Valuations would be valuing an asset, and since we have the entire rental role across assets across cities, we believe we are best placed to do it. For rental audit and benchmark, the critical element is if you're opening a new office space or if you are auditing your existing office space portfolio, you want to know whether you are paying rentals which are above the market, below the market, on par. Feasibility and competitive analysis includes what is the market doing, what's happening around you, what type of products you should build, at what price you should sell it, etc., etc. Currently, CREMatrix is offering services in the Indian subcontinent, and we cover all the metro cities across the country, including Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, Pune. But given that real estate as a sector is not significantly different across boundaries, and we have systems and products in place which sit on this robust tech platform, it would be very convenient for us to move cross-border into any of the Southeast Asian countries or even Latin America, which to my mind are at a similar pace or transparency levels, or the need for analytics in real estate is similar that to India. And I don't see any issue for us, for CREMatrix, to be able to move its operations cross-border as long as data is available and there's a need for data analytics in real estate. Allow me to share a simple but such a powerful case study, a live example of one of our clients who was subscribing to our platform. Without taking any names, he's a co-working player operating in Mumbai. and wanted to open a new co-working center in one of the prime areas in Mumbai city, was subscribing to our platform and was able to save as much as 15 rupees per square foot per month for a 20,000 square feet office space. I'll repeat again. Using the platform, he was able to negotiate up to rupees 15 per square foot per month for a 20,000 square feet office space or a co-working center that he opened last year. If you could multiply this over a period of lease term of 5 years, you will be able to estimate the phenomenal savings for that tenant or for that client using our platform. CREMatrix has completed about 4 years of operations. We are a 45-member team. The larger team does sit in Mumbai. And currently, as far as operations and cash flows are concerned, we are a profitable organization. So, any investments that we're looking for in the year 2020 or onwards would be primarily growth capital for us to be able to grow, and not only grow in terms of adding more asset classes within real estate, but also adding more cities within India or even abroad. Plus, we want to now become a one-stop shop for our same clients and offer them bundled services to be able to help them better their business. In 2019, and for that matter, even part of 18, was not a very positive year for real estate in India. And I'm assuming broadly, real estate is going through a cyclical downturn globally, and more so for the housing sector. Now with COVID-19 surrounding us, I think the real estate sector will see a further downward push, not only in terms of development, but also in terms of pricing and demand trends. Having said that, I feel that's a great opportunity for an analytics company like us, because when times are tough, people want to go back to the drawing board, re-look at their plans, re-look at the market, study it a little tad better, and reduce their risks or mitigate their risks using authentic data and analytics. So if we can offer our services fast with quality and quantity to these stakeholders or more, I think we'll be very well placed to support our developers and our brokers and our occupiers and our banks and our landlords and investors to be able to make better decisions, even if those decisions are to exit or to purchase new or to partner. I think it's an opportunity for data companies, analytics companies to be able to help these stakeholders improve their business decisions. Let me give you an example where we can handhold a developer right from the beginning. For example, if he is seeing an opportunity to buy a land, we should be able to help him understand what are the recent land transactions in that zone. Once he has purchased the land, we should be able to help him do valuations or even feasibility on what is the best use of that land parcel. Should he build only office? Should he build a mall? Should he build a residential tower, or maybe a mixed use project? Once that is done, we can help him define whether he should build what size of apartments or what size of office spaces. Should he sell or should he lease? Also understand whom can he sell or lease to. Should he sell it to an IT company or lease it to a pharma company, etc., etc. Then we can also help him understand competition. What is his or her competition doing around him? then we can also help him identify what price points can he sell or lease at. So what I'm trying to aim at is from the starting at the land stage all the way to completion and beyond is what CREMatrix attempts or aims to do in the property ecosystem. Startups within the PropTech space are disrupting across the board. Architects used to use pen and paper. Now there are softwares to be able to convert a simple 2D image into a 3-dimensional system. Previously, data was stored in brokers' minds or developers' notepad, or then we maybe progressed to an iPad or to a laptop. But now, given data analytics companies like CREMatrix, it's available at a click of a button on a cloud platform 24/7, 365 days. You don't have to remember anything. And let alone that, it's not just data, it's also in an analyzable, sortable, filterable system. Then you've got other PropTech companies, like for example, construction systems have gone online. You've got property management systems that have gone online. You've got lease management systems that have gone online. Wherein if you're a large company who've got 100, 200 different stores, and you want to manage all those leases, the whole system can not only sit on like an ERP kind of a model, but also can be juxtaposed with a data analytics company like CREMatrix, wherein we are not only helping you make your lease payments or negotiations or taxation on time and appropriately, but also coming back to the rental audits and the rental systems, so that the system is ensuring that you get the best deal and the market deal prevailing in the micro market where your store is or you wish to open. CREMatrix is always open to partnerships. In today's world, you have to partner with like-minded people to be able to grow. Not all companies grow organically, and I personally feel like-minded partnerships where there's synergies and with the same goal in mind can be extremely powerful from a growth perspective. Let me give you an example. We have tied up with a US-based company that tracks individuals using their cell phones. So it's just basically tracking your geolocation without knowing it's you. Now, how can we use this? We have a lot of retailer clients whom we help identify and zone out with rentals and population demographics information about where should they open their next store. Now, if we have information from this geo analytics company, we would also know the population that stays there, how many times do they visit a particular mall or a particular area, what is the frequency that they visit and stay there, where do these people come from, and a retailer, all this information is extremely powerful than just having the real estate data. So if you can combine these two, it becomes that much more powerful as a service for our retailer client to, again, make better decisions